After the age of 60, muscle loss doesn't just happen, it speeds up. For many older adults, it begins quietly. You start to feel your legs getting weaker, your arms tiring faster, and simple tasks like carrying a bag or getting up from a chair suddenly require more effort. You may not notice it right away, but by the time you're 70, if you don't take action, you could lose up to 30% of your muscle mass. This condition is known as sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. And it's more than just an inconvenience. It's a serious risk factor for falls, fractures, reduced mobility, and even long-term disability. The good news is you can fight back without expensive supplements or exhausting workouts. In fact, the food you eat every day could be your most powerful weapon. If you've ever had to push off with your hands to stand up or felt your legs trembling as you climb the stairs, don't ignore it. That's your body warning you your muscles are quietly disappearing. And if you don't intervene early, you could lose your ability to walk, take care of yourself, and live independently. Don't wait until a minor slip turns into 6 months in bed. This video is your wake-up call and your blueprint to rebuilding strength as you age. We'll share 6 simple, accessible foods that can help you rebuild muscle, restore energy, and maintain independence for years to come. The final one. It works silently through the night while you sleep. If this sounds familiar to you, type 1 in the comments and share this video with someone over 60 you care about. We don't surrender to aging, we overcome it, one meal at a time. You've probably walked past them hundreds of times at the grocery store: chicken thighs, packed in simple trays, often overshadowed by their leaner cousin, the chicken breast. But if you're over 60 and struggling with fatigue, muscle weakness, or declining stability, that quiet little cut of meat might just be one of the most powerful recovery tools you're not using. While most health-conscious older adults are told to go lean and choose chicken breast, that advice may actually be working against them. Because when it comes to muscle restoration, nutrient absorption, and long-term strength, chicken thighs quietly outperform in ways that most people never realize. Let's start with the science. A single medium chicken thigh contains around 20 to 25 grams of high-quality, complete protein, including all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to rebuild muscle tissue. That matters more than you might think. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at processing protein, a condition known as anabolic resistance. This means you actually need more protein after 60 than you did in your 30s, just to get the same effect. And here's the catch. If the protein isn't complete, your body can't use it effectively for muscle repair. That's why the amino acid profile in chicken thighs makes such a difference. It gives your body the raw material it needs to stop muscle loss and even reverse it if combined with gentle movement or physical therapy. But the benefits go far beyond protein. Unlike the ultra-lean breast, chicken thighs contain a small amount of healthy fat, which serves 2 crucial roles: enhancing flavor and improving nutrient absorption. Certain vitamins like A, D, E, and K are fat-soluble, meaning your body can't absorb them well without dietary fat. These nutrients aren't just good for your eyes and bones. They play a central role in joint health, inflammation control, and even mobility. For older adults experiencing stiffness, sore knees, or slow recovery after walking, the fat in chicken thighs may actually help, not hurt. And then there's iron. Seniors with chronic fatigue, shortness of breath, or muscle weakness may be dealing with mild iron deficiency and not even know it. Chicken thighs deliver more iron than chicken breast, in a form that's easy for the body to absorb: heme iron. This iron helps oxygen reach your working muscles, reducing that drained, breathless feeling that so often creeps in during daily activity. Add in zinc, another recovery-supporting mineral that boosts immune strength and tissue repair, and you've got a food that doesn't just fill your stomach. It rebuilds your body from the inside out. Now imagine this, a senior cooking class in a community wellness center where older adults are learning how to marinate chicken thighs with rosemary and garlic, bake them with sweet potatoes, and pair them with sautéed spinach. It's not just about nutrition, it's about restoring confidence in food, reclaiming strength, and making the kitchen a place of healing. You can feel the sizzling aroma, the laughter, the shared stories. And right there, on each plate, is one of the most underrated muscle-supporting foods for people over 60. We'll get to the other 5 shortly. But before we move on, ask yourself, when was the last time you gave your muscles exactly what they needed to recover? The answer might be sitting quietly in your grocery cart waiting to be rediscovered. If you've made it this far, type 2 in the comments. I want to know who's truly paying attention to the little things that matter in your kitchen and your health. Now, let's move to number 2. They're tiny, humble, usually sold in bags at the bottom shelf. But lentils may be the most underrated muscle-rebuilding food in your pantry. Most people ignore them. Yet for those over 60 trying to stay steady on their feet, fight off fatigue, and avoid that slippery slope into dependency, lentils are quietly powerful. Unlike meat-based proteins that can feel heavy, greasy, or hard to digest, especially with aging digestion, lentils are light, comforting, and surprisingly effective. 1 cup of cooked lentils delivers around 18 grams of plant protein. But this isn't just about numbers. It's about the way your aging body processes fuel. After 60, many people experience slower digestion, reduced protein absorption, and greater sensitivity to heavy foods. That's why so many older adults report bloating, discomfort, or fatigue after eating meat. Lentils don't do that. They provide clean, sustained fuel your muscles can actually use, especially when paired with vitamin C-rich vegetables like tomatoes or peppers, which help unlock the iron inside. Because here's a hidden danger: even mild iron deficiency in seniors can lead to chronic fatigue, shortness of breath, dizziness, and delayed muscle recovery. If you've felt winded after basic movement or noticed your legs giving out faster than before, this might not be just aging. It might be your body screaming for better support. Lentils provide a steady, digestible stream of non-heme iron. Not in pills, not in capsules, in food. Gentle, natural, effective. And what many don't realize is that lentils also deliver another layer of defense fiber. High-fiber foods support not just digestion, but inflammation control, blood sugar balance, and nutrient absorption. If your gut isn't absorbing key nutrients like magnesium or calcium, your muscles can't fire properly and your bones take the hit too. Weak gut, weak frame. Lentils help protect both. Imagine someone like you, just a few months from now. You've swapped out heavy dinners twice a week for hearty lentil stews. You add lentils to salads, grain bowls, or soups. You start feeling lighter, not just in body, but in energy. You stand longer without fatigue. Your sleep improves. You move with more ease. That's not magic. That's metabolism nourished. But let's not sugarcoat it. Ignoring your muscle health, your digestion, and your energy balance now could mean years lost. Later, years depending on others for basic needs. Years of reduced freedom. Years of watching your life narrow down to what your body can no longer do. Every bite is a choice between strength and slow decline. So here's a small challenge. Pick one day this week. Replace a meat-based meal with a lentil dish. Just once. No pressure. No perfection. Just a quiet step forward because independence is built one bowl at a time. Most people think of yogurt as a breakfast side. Light. Convenient. Maybe even indulgent. But for older adults, Greek yogurt is far more than a snack. It's a nutritional stronghold that quietly reinforces the two systems that matter most after 60, your muscles and your bones. And if you've overlooked it, you're not alone. Many seniors do because no one ever told them how much it could actually change. As we age, muscle loss and bone loss accelerate, and they do so in tandem. It's not just your arms getting weaker or your bones becoming brittle. It's the compound effect. Weakened muscles can't support bones properly, and weak bones increase the load on already shrinking muscles. The result: falls, fractures, and a slow slide into dependency. Greek yogurt helps break that cycle. One serving of Greek yogurt provides 15 to 20 grams of complete protein, rich in leucine, an amino acid essential for activating muscle repair. That's important for any age. But after 60, when the body becomes less responsive to protein intake, it becomes critical. And unlike many dense protein sources, Greek yogurt is soft, versatile, and easy to digest, making it ideal for older adults with reduced appetite or dental issues. What's equally important is what Greek yogurt brings beyond protein. It contains around 200 milligrams of calcium per cup, and if it's made with live cultures, it also includes probiotics, beneficial bacteria that support gut health. Why does that matter? Because digestion changes with age. The gut becomes less efficient at absorbing key nutrients like calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D nutrients your muscles need to function and your bones need to stay strong. Without proper absorption, even the best diet falls short. That's why Greek yogurt is more than a food. It's a delivery system. It helps close the nutritional gap that slowly opens up after retirement, quietly feeding the systems that let you stand, walk, lift, and live without help. Now picture this: a small table at a retirement community event. Volunteers are setting up snack boxes for seniors living alone. Inside, a cup of plain Greek yogurt, a sprinkle of flaxseed, and a few slices of kiwi. It's not flashy, but it's functional. That simple snack is packed with muscle fuel, bone strength, and gut support all in one spoonful. And here's the most under-recognized part. Most older adults aren't getting even half the calcium or high-quality protein their bodies need. Not because they don't care, but because they don't know where to start. Greek yogurt removes the guesswork. No stove, no prep-all, no chewing. Just open, eat, and fuel. So what happens when you swap one processed snack a day for Greek yogurt? You may notice fewer aches when waking up, better balance when standing, more endurance during daily tasks, tiny improvements that build on each other until one day you realize you're moving like you used to. When muscles fail, bones crack. When bones weaken, muscles collapse under the strain. Greek yogurt sits quietly in the middle, holding both systems together, one bite at a time. You've probably seen them 100 times. Orange, earthy, simple. Sweet potatoes aren't glamorous, but for older adults, they might be one of the most powerful recovery foods hiding in plain sight. Because after 60, your body doesn't just need fuel. It needs fuel that works with your metabolism, not against it. And sweet potatoes do exactly that. Here's what's different. After age 60, your energy levels don't just dip from tiredness. They dip because of unstable blood sugar, inflammation, and weak muscle-gut coordination. Most carbs like white bread, sugary cereals, or pasta give you a quick spike and an even faster crash. But sweet potatoes are rich in complex carbohydrates, slow digesting, steady burning, and gentle on aging digestion. One serving helps you avoid that mid-morning slump, that afternoon weakness, or that post-dinner crash that leaves you feeling heavy and foggy. With sweet potatoes, your body gets what it really needs: a gradual release of clean, anti-inflammatory energy that fuels not just your muscles, but also your brain and nervous system. But that's only part of it. Sweet potatoes are also packed with potassium, a mineral that often runs low in older adults, especially those taking blood pressure meds or diuretics. Low potassium doesn't announce itself loudly. It shows up as cramps at night, weakness in the legs, or that strange feeling that your limbs aren't quite responding right. A single medium sweet potato provides over 500 milliliters of potassium, helping restore balance and coordination in the body. Then there's beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A. This compound helps calm chronic low-grade inflammation, the silent kind that doesn't cause sharp pain, but slowly wears away at your recovery ability, making every step feel heavier, every errand more exhausting. Sweet potatoes help interrupt that process gently, consistently, and naturally. Now imagine this: a quiet kitchen at a senior living community. A group gathers weekly to share recipes. One woman, soft-spoken but steady, explains how she now steams sweet potatoes every morning, adding cinnamon, olive oil, or a pinch of salt. She doesn't talk about weight loss or trends. She talks about how her hands feel less stiff, how her morning walks feel smoother, how her mind feels clearer. This isn't about fads. It's about functionality. Sweet potatoes aren't here to impress you. They're here to support you. So what happens when you start swapping 2 or 3 meals a week for sweet potato-based dishes? Less joint stiffness, more stable energy, better bowel movements, and perhaps most important, a quiet return of physical trust in your own body. Because aging doesn't begin when you feel pain. It begins when you stop trusting your strength. Sweet potatoes help bring that trust back bite by bite. If you're still watching at this point, type the number 5 in the comments. I want to know who's truly listening and taking in every piece of this journey we're on together. Now, let's move on to number 5, a vegetable you've probably eaten before, but may have never realized just how powerful it truly is. Spinach doesn't demand attention. It's not trendy. It doesn't appear in viral health posts. But that's exactly why it's so overlooked and why it remains one of the most quietly dependable allies for your aging body. After 60, your muscular, nervous, and circulatory systems all begin to shift. You might feel dizzy when standing, tired after short walks, or experience nighttime cramps. These symptoms are often blamed on just getting older, but more often, they're related to silent deficiencies in magnesium, iron, and natural nitrates, all of which spinach provides in abundance. A single serving of cooked spinach can deliver nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs. Magnesium helps muscles contract properly, reduces tension, improves sleep, and calms the nervous system. When your magnesium is low, you're not just cramping, you're also sleeping poorly, recovering slower, and feeling more anxious or on edge. Spinach is also a rich source of plant-based iron. While it's non-heme and harder to absorb than meat-based iron, when eaten with vitamin C-rich foods like tomatoes or citrus, your body takes in much more. And with adequate iron, you'll likely notice less fatigue, fewer dizzy spells, and better endurance with everyday movement. But the most unique trait Spinach is loaded with natural nitrates, compounds that widen blood vessels, improve circulation, and increase oxygen delivery to muscles in the brain. As we age and blood vessels begin to stiffen, efficient circulation becomes harder to maintain. That's why oxygen-rich blood doesn't always reach the places that need it most. Spinach helps restore that flow gently and naturally. You may not realize it at first, but those small moments when walking feels easier, when you stand without swaying, or when your hands feel steadier, may all trace back to a handful of greens added to your meals. Picture this: an afternoon cooking session at a community kitchen. A group of seniors gathers around a stove, tossing spinach into soups, sautéing it with garlic, or preparing fresh salads. No noise, no stress, but each one of them is investing in their independence, bite by bite, leaf by leaf. Here's your challenge. Add spinach to at least 3 meals this week. Boil it, stir-fry it, toss it in rice or eggs, whatever you prefer. But start, because when you improve circulation, you support clearer thinking, stronger movement, and a more active and empowered version of aging. Some foods don't need to take the spotlight to play a critical role. For older adults facing muscle loss, lingering fatigue, or slow post-activity recovery, cottage cheese may be the quiet hero your body has been waiting for. Unlike traditional heavy cheeses, cottage cheese is light, soft, and rich in slow-digesting protein, specifically casein. And that's exactly what matters when it comes to muscle repair during rest, especially overnight. After the age of 60, the body's ability to regenerate muscle decreases significantly. While you sleep, instead of rebuilding, your muscles may actually continue to break down simply because there aren't enough amino acids in circulation to fuel repair. Cottage cheese solves that problem. Just half a cup before bed provides around 14 grams of high-quality protein, giving your body a slow, steady stream of nutrients to preserve and rebuild muscle all through the night. But it doesn't stop there. Cottage cheese is also a natural source of calcium and phosphorus, 2 minerals essential for bone strength, muscle contraction, and joint flexibility. Many older adults rely on supplements, yet poor nighttime absorption limits their impact. A light, digestible food like cottage cheese fills the nutritional gap that pills can't always bridge. And if you've ever struggled with restless nights, twitchy muscles, or waking up feeling unrefreshed, here's something else. Cottage cheese contains tryptophan, an amino acid that supports serotonin and melatonin production, the hormones tied to deep sleep and relaxation. Not a pill, not a tea, just a simple food doing its job quietly and effectively. Picture this: it's evening, your house is calm, no loud TV, no ringing phones. You open the fridge, take out half a cup of cottage cheese, add a few peach slices or a sprinkle of walnuts. No stress, no effort. You're not just eating, you're giving your body a chance to repair night after night. And the best part, there's no prep, no chewing challenges, no complicated recipes. Cottage cheese works for vegetarians, for sensitive digestion, and for anyone managing blood sugar. You may have overlooked it, thinking it's just a side food, but if eaten at the right time, it could be the key to maintaining strength and autonomy well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Here's a small challenge. This week, choose 2 or 3 nights, especially after light exercise, and try cottage cheese before bed. Plain, with fruit, or with a dash of cinnamon and nuts. However you prefer. But give your body the tools it needs to restore itself. Because no one sees the repair happening while you sleep. But that quiet process determines how strong you'll feel in the morning. If you're still here, it's probably not just out of curiosity, but because you truly want to make a change. By now, you've seen that muscle loss isn't just about the body, it's about gradually losing your independence, one step at a time. But you've also discovered something powerful with just a few simple foods. Your body can start rebuilding not just strength, but confidence. Start with one food that stood out to you in this video. Whether it's chicken thighs, lentils, or spinach, one small step is all it takes to begin a better path. If something in this video made you feel seen or understood, type "I'm still here" in the comments so I know you're with me and ready to take action for your own future. And don't forget, share this video with someone over 60, a loved one, a neighbor, a friend. This may be the message they've been waiting to hear. In the next video, you'll uncover a popular drink that seems healthy, but may be silently making your body weaker every day. I'll see you there.